to Zoom. Oops, recording in progress, whatever that means.
We're making this available to the whole wide world of water.
Yeah, it's amazing. I sent you a text before about water family. For me, it had a different connotation because I was doing water therapy. Now it's another way of doing water therapy. So yeah, cool.
Very much so. So, you know, there's a growing community in UK.
I haven't looked into it. I was so glad I found this telegram from Monica Schütt just by chance. I'm still completely in the closet. I only have got one friend I can talk about this. That's what slowly does it, you know, but I've been now on the 20th of July. I finished my first 90 days.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And I have an unlisted kind of video playlist, which I've obviously shared with the Telegram group because I feel confident enough. Yeah, you know, bring a smile or not. And I was literally just posting, but obviously you came first. I haven't finished it. I had a terrible binge, as one does. I don't need advice, but I thought, right, how do I counteract what happens when you actually binge straight away in the taste?
All right, so, take a breath. Take a breath.
Yeah, so all is good.
All is good. Are you barefoot?
All of it, but I can't do that on camera. I can't do that on camera. So
are you barefoot right now?
Yes, I am.
You don't have to do what I'm doing.
Hang on, I have to put my glasses on. I don't see yet well enough. Sorry, what did you just do?
If you're barefoot, that's all I'm asking. High five.
High five. Cool. Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
Right on. So this is the World Shivambhu Conference call number 30. If you can imagine, I've been hosting these 29 times before today. And it was a last minute thing. We typically have these, Delphiris, we typically have these on a Saturday, but I'm teaching urine therapy training courses right now, next couple of Saturdays. So we're going to see if midweek people would attend.
Now that's great because on Saturday I'm actually busy. So it was divinely guided. Thank you very much, Brother Sage.
You're worth it, sister. That's how it works. Did you bring something to drink?
No, because I thought it starts at 4:30, so I haven't prepared. I was just too busy trying to do that video. But if I can go, I mean, I've got it downstairs away.
All right, can you be back in 2 minutes?
I can be back in 2 minutes?
Go.
Okay.
And Rasta Dad, that's the kind of fun we're going to have today. I might have to put on goggles and use my superhuman Shivambhu filled glasses to bring people. Hi, I'm using my supernatural Shivambhu filled goggles to be able to see through everything. All the illusions and all the veils and all the nonsense out in the world. I can see love everywhere now. It's a beautiful thing.
Wow.
This is one of the things that I teach in the class is this protocol with goggles and Shivambhu and
the instant eye wash.
The instant eye wash. Not everybody has an eye cup.
I just use droppers for back.
Droppers work just fine. And
here's my drink.
Thank you.
Actually, I was going to store it, but I didn't have to go so far. That was done yesterday, so.
All right, now hold on to that, Delphiris, because within the first 5 to 7 minutes of the opening of the call, we're going to do a communion. We're going to do a communion. I'm going to read a prayer, which we're going to do caller response style. And then we're going to all take a drink together on camera.
Well, in that case, I'm disappear again and bring a fresh one into the Zoom meeting.
All right, I'll hold the space for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're worth it. So that's our sister Delphiris out there in UK. She may be in Suffolk. So let's see, where does she live? She's in Southwest Cornwall, UK. So if anybody who is watching this right now happens to be near that area in UK, either contact Delphiris or contact myself, or go to the Water Family Directory, which is located at brothersage.com. Find the About tab. Unless you're from Canada, it's pronounced about, and then it'll scroll down, it'll drop down, and you'll see the Water Family Directory link. And when you get to the Water Family Directory, look up UK. Now, if you want to see who's who and who's where, I've been developing, Delphiris, the Water Family Directory, which you can find people from all over the world who are willing to let people know they teach and they practice urine therapy, and they're willing to help people along the journey.
Oh, that's great.
And so we got a few people like Harry Matadine, and I'm not sure else listed in UK, but that list will start growing when people want to be listed, because that's all it takes.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, for me, it was the one sentence. I mean, I tried that before, and we don't go to my story, but the one sentence Dr. Group said, how he had the incredible experience with healing his receding gums.
Yep.
And then I started watching his videos, and then I met you through a video, not you personally, but through a video interview with Dr. Group, and I believe another one with Kate Stillman. So, and then I found out through the video of Monica Schütt, which was amazing, that she actually has a Telegram group. So here we are.
Here we are. Well, I've interviewed
blessings.
I've interviewed most of those people you mentioned. Monica and I can't seem to coordinate our schedule because we're trying to do an interview together. Hi, Rachel. Welcome home.
Hi. Thank you. I'm trying. I might leave and come back. I'm trying to change my audio.
All right. Make sure you got your golden water with you.
I sure do. You know what?
We're gonna do. I
wanted to show. I got this ionizer, like it puts negative ions into the liquid. So I'm going to see, I'm going to try this for the first time.
Perfect. Yeah, people are also using diffusers and nebulizers and foot jacuzzis. Our buddies Anne and Zach out in Oregon, somebody gifted them a little foot massage jacuzzi bubbly thing that you put your feet in, and they've got evolving orin in it, and they made a cute little video.
Oh, I gotta see that. I love that.
I do too, because the Water family, they have great imagination.
Yeah, seriously. That's amazing. Yeah. I'm gonna come right back. I'll be right back.
Go for it. Go for it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Delphiris, you see other people are joining. You're the leader. Walk off camera, come back, go.
May I ask you one question? Can we access the replay of this one?
Yeah, it'll be on my YouTube channel.
Oh, I don't have the YouTube channel. I only got the one for Monica Schütt. I'm sure you're going to put a link up somewhere.
Well, if you can get to youtube.com/Brother Sage.
Oh, the YouTube channel. I mixed it up with Telegram. You see, my brain is already going. It's somewhere here.
Yeah, I might start putting it on BitChute and Rumble because...
Yeah, of course. We don't know. We don't need to go there. Why?
Thank you. Good. And so Rachel, I don't know where she's dialing in from. This is wonderful stuff. I'm going to be letting everybody know what I've been doing for the worldwide movement and getting the message out there and putting together a nonprofit here in Boulder and building all kinds of infrastructure and pulling communities together. It's been a joy of mine to do this kind of work. And this book is a big part of it right now. This is the handbook.
Join the meeting.
Is this backwards?
No, it's correct.
All right, so I put this handbook out so that it would answer everybody's questions. The newbies, the old bees, and even the doubters and the naysayers. And this book has 93 pages. It's only $7.77. So a lot of people are buying lots of copies and giving them away. These are designed as a way to answer everyone's questions without you having to know the subject very much. Hi, Rachel.
Hey, I'm back. Look, now I got my...
Oh, lovely goblet. Perfect goblet. So we're going to give everybody another 5 minutes to show up this morning, and then we're going to get started. And we're going to do a communion. Rasta Dad, he's kind of like, he or she over there is on fly on the wall mode right now. You know, some people want to be a fly on the wall. So have you all seen this book?
Yeah.
This was the first book I put out on Shivambhu, and it became a classic in 30 days, putting me on 40 radio shows and television shows. And we're going to read the prayer from this book for the communion. It's a sacred Native American prayer. Okay? Just so you know. And let's pretend like we're it, okay? If anybody shows up, they'll just have to jump in the water with us. So I'm going to read you a little intro here, and then we're going to move into the communion time, take a couple deep breaths, some announcements, and then we're going to open it up. Here is Erica V. And what we do on these World Shivambhu conference calls is always seem to be unscripted and uncensored. So expected. There's Jess. Oh, is this my sister from Florida? Please let that be our sister with the dreadlocks from Florida. Come on in, Jess. Erica, welcome. We're going to get started here. Do you guys have at least an hour to stay? Oh, good. These calls are scheduled for 90 minutes, and some people jump off in 45 minutes. Some last an hour. It's up to you. Lovely shirt there, Rachel.
Thank you. It's silk, and I got it from a thrift store.
Ah, yeah. You go. Yeah, I love thrift stores. You got to ask your thrift shop angel right before you walk in the store to guide you to the perfect things. And that's what I do. I found the most incredible clothes, and I go to the women's section because it's androgynous for me.
Oh yeah, you find more colorful clothes in the women's section, right?
Yeah, men are so ho-hum in their clothing.
Yeah.
Crazy. So that's Jess down in the bottom right, and I've got a dear sister out in Florida called Jess. She's got her hair all in golden dreads right now. Erica, good morning. Where are you dialing in from?
Good morning, Maryland.
Maryland, welcome, Maryland. We need some more representatives from the East Coast.
Thank you.
So, did you bring refreshments? We might have
just had it.
We may have to send another person back to the bathroom. What's going to happen is we're going to do communion. We do this on all these conference calls. By the way, this is number 30, so you're just catching the wave of this has been going on for a year and a half. We've had as little as 4 people and as many as 45 people. I'm dialing in from South Carolina, but I'm a Jersey girl born and raised. Thank you, Rachel. We've got more people.
I always pass Maryland on my way from Jersey to South Carolina. Oh, Jess is from Jersey too.
All right, Jess, open up your camera. We're finding more family out there in North Carolina, and a few showing up in South Carolina. And I'm excited because I don't know if you guys caught wind. That's a pea drinker's joke. If you caught wind, last month I did a Shivambhu Retreat in Oceanside, California. We had 11 attendees, and it was well received. We're working on Shivambhu Retreat number 2, possibly in September in Southern California. And I happen to be looking for organizers in your areas. So Rachel, send me a PM off the Zoom somehow, so we can talk about it. Now,
okay, cool. Yeah, we could do the East Coast one. That'd be better for me.
Thank you. By the way, my incentive for organizers is that you earn 25% of the funds we bring in. So if you want to be a good organizer, you can get paid well for it. So what we started off was an educational evening with questions and answers about Shivambhu, and that lasted for 2.5 hours. And we led into a little breathing session. Some people spent the night and camped out in the backyard, and we held it at our organizer's home. So we turned the whole backyard from day one into the Shivambhu resort. We were doing Oran massages, Oran foot soaks, protocols in the backyard, in the house. People were there knowing that we're just going to eat fruit, Shivambhu, and distilled water for 3 days. And everybody did really well. We did let people know if you got to bring in your food because you feel secure with what you need to bring it in. We're not going to judge you. So it turned out really well. And it seemed that 5 out of the 11 attendees have been communicating with themselves, with each other since the last 3 weeks, because people in the water family tend to fall in love with each other. Because this is a community, I don't know if you notice on social media, the water family is a community of people where you can talk about a subject that you can't really talk about to too many people. So it's a safe, welcoming, and comfortable community to be in. So everybody, take a couple deep breaths. We're going to get started here. Are you comfortable wherever you're sitting? Beautiful. So I usually follow a script here so I can tell you what's what, but I'm just going to make it up. And we're going to get back to it in just a minute. And after, we're going to do the communion right now. Jess, Ross Daddy, whoever does not have a jar, Erica, if you don't have a jar, then thank you. If it doesn't have the golden nectar, I love you either way. What some people do, they just bring something to symbolize they're doing the toast. Perfect. Doesn't matter what's in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm reading a prayer from the Healing Water from Within book. This was my first of 4 books. This came out in 2018. And this is a form of are you guys familiar with doing decrees? Kirtan and chanting? All right, well, it's basically devotional music, but we're not going to sing right now. But the whole format is set up in what's called a caller response format, which means the caller says a line and the responders respond. Okay, so could you unmute your microphones for the prayer? Thank you. Rasta Daddy, that's up to you. It sounds so wonderful when we all say it in unison, and then we all do our ceremonious cheers at the very end and have a drink all on camera. You ready? So it's called Sacred Water Prayer, Native Americans. I take this water of life.
I take this water of life.
I take this water of life.
You're getting the hang of it, Rachel. Good. I declare it the water of light.
I declare the water of light.
Water of light.
As I bring this water within this body,
I will bring this water
within this body.
It allows me to glow.
It allows me to glow.
I take this water of light.
I take this water of light.
I declare it the water of God.
I declare the water of God.
Or creator or source, whatever word you like. I am the master of all that let me start over. I am the master of all I do and all that I am.
I'm the master of all that I do, all what I am.
So be it.
So be it.
24 hours old. It's a great year.
Yeah.
There you go. The oldest Oran I've heard about on the planet was 12 years old and 20 years old. There's these people who've been at this for years. They've been collecting it. Doc Mike, who came in to help heal and save a life, brought his 12-year-old Oran with him. I got to taste it. It's got some power to it. The old stuff's amazing. So here's real simple etiquette. If you guys want to say anything, either raise your hand, or there should be an icon where you can click, a little hand sign goes up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, just like that. Okay. All right. Avoid any background noise or any kids running around or chickens screaming or, you know, the dump truck going through the neighborhood. Yeah, when you're not talking, just mute everything. But still stay on camera if you can do that. Now this is somewhat of a professional group here, so if you can avoid drinking Orin on camera is charming, but eating and chewing all kinds of stuff, if you're going to have to eat and chew, either do it before you come to the call or turn off your camera. Okay, that's all I'm going to ask. When it's your turn to talk, we want to hear everything you have to say, so please talk slowly. This is not a contest. We have plenty of time to get it in. Your words are important. The call is being recorded. If everybody here knows we're going to talk about urine therapy, then we're all on the same page. If you're not sure why you got here, you're going to either figure it out or you're going to probably leave the call. Just had to put that out there. If you can, stay on topic. This is all we're going to talk about. I know what's going on in the world, and the world affairs is a hot topic for people, but we're going to avoid that on these calls so we don't get distracted like people get these days. And every now and then, I'm going to remind you to breathe. Thank you. Lovely hat, Rachel. So take a couple of deep breaths, and then we're going to do a quick introduction. This is where, if you're sitting or standing, just open up your heart, lift up your belly, let the breath fill up your chest. Take it to the height of the in-breath, and when you feel full, just let it slowly relax it out to the exhale, and then find the in-breath once again and return it to a full chest, a full inhale, and then let it glide away. One more time. And now that we're here, we can have some fun. So I would like to hear from everybody. Rachel, Delphirus, Erica, Rasta Dad, everybody. We're going to start with Rachel. Take a minute or two and tell us the things real quickly. What have you learned from your journey, and what kind of message or advice would you give to people watching this show right now? Rachel.
Sure. Thanks, Brother Sage. I learned how to accept myself more, all parts of myself. It made me more giggly and childish, because when I'm in my house alone, I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you know, drinking. I'm like, what am I doing right now? This is so fun. If anyone knew what I do in my house, a lot of my friends know, but my family doesn't know yet. And I don't know how to act. I don't know if they would like send me to the mental institute, but a lot of my friends have tried it and they think it's cool. Some of them are like, I'll never try that, but good for you. So yeah, you definitely have a different connection with the people that you share that with, or the people that know that about you and don't judge you. So what was the question? It was, what have I learned, and what
have you learned, and what advice would you give the viewers right now about this journey?
Viewers, I think, you know, if you haven't tried it yet, start slow. Maybe just when you're in the bath, just like let yourself, you know, urinate in the bath and see how that feels. Some people have tried just like, or in the shower, just like go on your feet and see how that feels. And I think start slow, don't push yourself, don't do anything you're not comfortable with. And yeah, and just let go of the judgment you have, and let go of your preconceived notions, right? Like just go back to when you were a child and how you felt as a child, and how you weren't grossed out by it as a child, and how would you try something to like remove all those preconceived notions, and how would you start just from scratch, and how would you feel? So that's all for me. Thanks, Brother Steve.
Thank you very much, sister. You have just answered your question about how to break the ice with your family, because They want to see you. They're noticing you. They're watching the changes. They're seeing how joyous and how alive you are. They're feeling your energy and your presence. That's speaking volumes. They may just go, "What's your secret?" "Oh, well, I drink my pee. Doesn't everybody?" It's how you introduce it. Now in the Healing Water Handbook, you learn how to talk to the doubters, the hecklers, the naysayers. If someone comes up to you, we're going to get over to Delphiris. We're going to get you next. Hold on a minute. The first thing you want to say when someone comes up to you and says, urine is a waste product, everybody knows that. The first thing you want to ask them is this: where did you get that idea from?
Or how come it's only in survival situations? In survival situations, you can drink it. It's totally safe. But day to day, it's not safe.
Right. And that leads into another conversation seminar. I'm not going to break off into that right now. But you understand that you've done you've got personal experience. You've got direct research. You know what the subject is. You know what the water does. You know the power of it. They've never done any research. Most people who are unaware of what their water can do just followed the program and accepted it.
Yeah.
Delphiris, give us a 1 or 2 minute introduction to yourself, what your journey's been like, and any advice you might have for the viewers. Unmute yourself. Thank you.
Okay, hi world, Delphiris here. Yeah, I completely can sympathize with Rachel. Not with family, going back to childhood, because that's more dramatic. I think I recreate my childhood safely now and pretend it was all really fun. And what I found interesting is when you were saying, just try to pee in the bath and try to do this, I've always done. And I felt embarrassed. You can't possibly pee in the bath. You can't possibly sit in nature on the rocks and pee. So I have done all this already anyway, but now it's almost like I have permission. I can do it. It's allowed. And I become just very creative. I did this little video I shared on Telegram when I was on the beach, and I forgot my sun cream. You know the story. So it's like, yeah, it brings so much joy. And what I like right now, this is my very first conference call. I'm completely underground. One friend I can speak to, and that's about it. I'm testing the waters in a silly way, putting peppermint tea, and that looks like urine. Oh, it might be. And the shock of people. Now, so I leave it there at the moment because I'm in a very small community. And if I were to come out like that, it's like, yeah, lock her up. And I'm not ready to do that yet.
All right,
there it goes.
One more minute. Do a closing statement.
There it goes. 1 more minute. What I can say, advice to others, try with a drop. Try with 1 drop and continue. Just drink it. Well.
So, thank you very much. This is nothing to be embarrassed about. This is natural. We all remember being in the womb, drinking our pee inside mom's belly. And a lot of people who feel like they were called to this water have expressed their memories are coming back about drinking their water in mom's belly with the amniotic fluid, the urine over the eyes and the butt. Why do you think we came out beautiful babies? Erica, let's jump over to you. Give us a minute or two of the exciting life of Erica's journey.
Sure. So I'm originally from Lithuania, and I've heard about urine therapy when I was a little girl. One of my cousins, actually she was doing it, and in the beginning it was weird, felt weird about it. And my cousin, she cured a lot of her feminine issues. With urine. So I kind of started to learn a little bit more what she was eating, how it was causing it. And then, I came up, I always was interested in natural, remedies, God-given remedies. And I started it. I think it was just like that very first try was, which like the most kind of like just crossed the line. But once I started, I'm fasting on a regular basis. I'm started looping it, using on my eyes, ears. I feel great.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how I never thought like your brain can feel so clear. So I'm reaping benefits. I'm introducing, like talking a little bit to my family. I have boys, teenagers, so kind of a little bit slowly introducing to them, just at least talking to them. And my daughter, my husband. So they kind of, so about still, like doing myself and teaching others. But it's been a great journey. Very happy. I came up to it and started, and I probably would not look back.
Great. Thank you for being on this journey. Now, the longer you're on this journey, now everybody you ever talk to who's in the Shivambhu journey will tell you this is it. This is their lifestyle. It's being built into their wellness program for a lifetime, and they're not going to turn back. I've been at this since 1994. We've got Dr. Rakshak Mal Lodha from India, who's been at this 52 years. Right, Doc?
Yes. Thank you so much. First, we want to listen from other people. Then, then I can join.
Thank you.
I'm here.
Good.
Okay.
Just want to acknowledge he's one of my mentors.
There are a lot of subjects such as ladies' problem, uterus, breast. Some of one who want to ask, I can suggest. Mostly diseases are linked with the mind that they can discuss. First, you follow others. I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Let's jump over to Louisa. Louisa, take a minute or two and tell us about your journey and any and advice you have for the viewers.
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, just fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm from Wales in the UK, and I'm pretty new. I'm a bit of a newbie. I've tried urine therapy in the past and not really been able to maintain it. So I think I'm looking for community now and support to carry on. But what's different for me this time round is I'm coming into menopause, and I was looking for support for that reason. And I'm finding using my urine really nourishing and really, it's that in the womb feeling. I feel better in my boundaries. I enjoy the smell of it. So I'm washing with it a lot, using it on my hair. I like it in my eyes, in my mouth, sometimes to swallow. So I'm going really slow. I'm ingesting little bits because I think last time I just went too quick and then something just turned me off like a detox. It was just like, ugh, I don't like it. So I'm enjoying that. And I've started aging a little bit and just experimenting and exploring. But for me, it's making me feel like a baby in the womb. I feel safer in myself, more in my container. It's helping with my hormones. Yeah, so that's where I'm at, really. And like I said, just reaching out for support. There's not many people I can talk to. I've got 2 friends that I talk to, and they're really inspired. They both tried it themselves because they can see a change in me, and they see my hair looks different or my skin looks different. So that's quite nice, that I can speak to them. So, but yeah, looking for a wider community really to share with.
Well, you have a lovely glow about you, so it's definitely working. If you notice, this is kind of like celebrity squares. On the top right, Delphiris is in UK.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we've got Harry in UK. We've got more and more people that are coming forward and coming out of the water closet. If you get a chance to look at the Water Family Directory, we get to see a growing list of teachers around the world and who's willing to be available to those that need it.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Eli, are you willing to unmute your camera, or Rasta Dad? If you guys want to share with us about your journey. Okay, well, let's keep going here. For those that don't know, I put together a nonprofit organization called Shivambhu, It's here in Boulder. We created the first social media platform that's just for the water family. It's called the Shivambhu Hut. We currently have 693 members. It's a free membership. So if you guys want to go there and get a membership, you can read the content and the posting of everybody. Let me put the link right here, shivambhu.org. That's the old spelling of Shivambhu, the Hindu style, not the Americanized style. Shivambhu, by the way, means either the water of Shiva or blood of the Lord. And in this case, we're talking about plasma blood, plasma water, ultra-filtered blood plasma water. For the people who say, well, it's disgusting, and I go, wait a minute, and I think Rachel made this point earlier. How come it's sterile and pure when it's in your bladder, when it's gone through your urethra, and it's been filtered 1.2 million times? How come it's sterile, but when you pee it out, somehow it switches? It doesn't work that way. It stays sterile, it stays high frequency, it stays alchemizing and transforming whatever it touches.
Or they say you can drink it if you're in a survival situation, like if you're stranded somewhere, you know what, they're like, oh yeah, you could drink your pee, that's fine. But day to day, you can't.
Right, and that's actually written in the U.S. Army survival manual. It talks about when you're stranded in the desert, when you're stranded on the ocean, during a survival situation, you can drink your pee. Well, now, you guys who lived through 2020 to 2022, many people have felt they've been in survival mode 24 hours a day. So because of the stress and the hard workout on our adrenal glands and our nervous system and our intestines, drinking Shivambhu every day would put you out of survival and into thrival. Dr. Rakshak Mal Lodha, you need to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Doc.
Brother Sage, if you're the host, you might be able to unmute him.
Yes.
Here he comes.
Pardon?
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
Well, one member who asked about the menopause, I can say menopause, if we, in addition to UT, if we laugh, if we hug each other, then there is no question of menopause. We need not anything, only two things, UT and happiness. Happiness comes from the hugging, talking each other, laughing, and enjoy life. God gives us life to enjoy, not for sorrow. In every case, we can laugh, we can enjoy life. Family members, relatives, friends, and others, we enjoy. Okay? Any question about menopause or anything?
Tell us more about laughter.
You are.
What could we possibly do to make ourselves laugh more? Huh? What can we do?
Yeah. Yes, you look nice. You're always nice. You are doing a dedicated work for all human public, all whether they are poor or rich. You do a lot of work. One thing again I want to say about the most of diseases are linked with the mind. Mm-hmm. One thing, and already we talked about the side effects of medicines. People are playing a game of doctor and doctor. They visit this doctor and this doctor, whereas we can get each and every problem we can solve with the UT and happiness. Nothing else. We need not to do. So we can do better. We can live healthy, not longer. We cannot reduce any single minute. Neither we will go single minute before or after. But whatever we live, we must be healthy and happy. That is with the UT and living style and nothing else.
Take it in. Take it in. Take in his happiness. Take it
in. Yes.
He's beaming with happiness. Hey, listen, we just got Ane just joined us from Oregon.
Yes.
And she's filled with happiness and joy. She's a sister that I love. And I hope you will do well as well. Her and her husband, Zach. I know Ane will be joined. She's tempting to get on the line right now.
And we must also know why God sent us to this earth. In my view, God sent us to serve people. most of people are living with their own. You are doing service for others. It is the main God gives, God sent you for this purpose, to serve people more and more. Yes.
Yeah. It's a joy to be able to unlock unlock minds and give people the ability to reclaim their body and their spirit, and have a joyful attitude toward life.
Yes, it's true.
See,
okay.
Every day is like church in this.
Yes. And another member who want to talk, or right. If any question about diseases, I can suggest.
Wonderful. For you guys who haven't heard any of, I've been teaching urine therapy training classes. We're coming up to number 11. The course number 11 is coming up in July. We're almost finished with number 10.
Okay.
And one of the things we teach is what I call the key points of Shivambhu, or the Shivambhu wisdoms.
Yes.
So I just want to go over them really quickly so you guys will hear them. Whether you memorize them is up to you. Number 1. Can you, Doc, can you mute your line for just a second, for just a little bit?
Pardon?
Yeah, just put yourself on mute, your microphone.
No.
He doesn't want to. There we go. Okay. All right, number 1. Shivambhu is an intuitive medicine. Now, whether you guys want to remember what I'm about to say or write it down, that's up to you. Shivambhu is an intuitive medicine, which means your inner guidance system, known as your intuition, will tell you how to use the water, which protocols to use, when to fast on it, etc., snorting it and drinking it up your nose, all the protocols. Your intuition is the guidance system which interfaces between you and your golden water.
Yeah.
Number 2, Shivambhu alchemizes or transforms anything it touches. In essence, it sterilizes and raises the vibration of anything that it goes near. For example, people say, "What if I have oral health challenges and I'm gargling it and I'm clearing out the bacteria in my mouth? Should I spit it out?" I said, wait, listen to what you just said. It alchemized and transformed the water into Shivambhu. Swallow it, guys. Number 3, Shivambhu works regardless of your considerations. And I have proven this, and so has Doc Mike. I don't know if Dr. Lodha has done this, but it works regardless of whether you use a man's, your Shivambhu, a woman's Shivambhu, a child, a different race, or a different species. Some people are doing cow urine and camel urine. Some people are using theirs to heal their dogs and cats and pets. It's universal panacea for a reason. Number 4. Any questions?
I was going to say, Brother Sage, can you paste this into the chat?
Well, I'm channeling right now, so pasting it. If you contact me off Zoom, I can send you the chart.
Okay, cool.
I have a graphics designer put it together in a chart. Number 4, it's called evolving urine. I stopped calling it aged and aging urine because that word polarizes people, and they think it may be something that's losing its power, like an old man. So a lot of people are now calling it evolving or evolved urine. Okay, because we are evolving human beings, and so is our water. The moment you collect it, it is evolving. It is gaining in potency, stem cells, antibodies, 3,000 and 4,000 nutrients that have been identified. Even NASA identified it. Thank you, NASA.
Yes.
And so did the government. So the other thing is saturation dosing. I talk a lot about saturation dosing in my books and in the classes, because if you're just drinking the Orin, it's going to work, but it won't be as effective until you start including the protocols, the eyes, the ears, the enemas, the body washes, the belly button soaks, all that. And if you get in the habit of doing saturation dosing, you'll get ahead of any kind of illness or compromised immune system. This makes you bulletproof. See, there's Superman right there. All right, any questions about the wisdoms? No, I want also
say that last one again. You said good to drink it, but it's better to do all the other ones too?
Yeah, it's a term I call saturation dosing. This is the one instance where more protocols are better than just drinking it. Okay. However, let me address the question when people say, will it work for some people or will it work for everybody? Well, it works for people who are willing to change their diet. People are willing to change their attitude. People are willing to improve the quality of their life. People are willing to have open, honest, loving relationships. That's called wellness. This is from the old holistic health model of balancing the pillars of health, which is mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. So if you will put all that together in your life, you will be guaranteed success on this path. Of course, laughter is part of it too. We know that. Any questions so far?
I think everybody wants to hear from you.
We want to hear from everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Who is practicing? We're going to ask you a protocol question. Who's practicing nose drinking?
So, Brother Shane, should I say something about that?
Yeah, hit it.
I was practicing that, and then one time I did it too close to nighttime, and I think I got some stuck in my ear, and then the next morning I couldn't hear out of that ear. It was like I must have lodged some in and then just fell asleep, after, and then, so I'd recommend don't do it too close to nighttime because it could get stuck, and I haven't done it since then because I gave myself an ear infection, and I know it wasn't the Orin, I know it was just how I did it. Oh, Delphirus, what are you saying?
I think, may I interrupt between?
Go ahead, Doc.
May I interrupt in between?
Go ahead.
Yeah. The main reason, we must know what is reason behind drinking by nostril. Both nostrils are linked with the lungs, heart, internal part of eyes, ears, and mind. And upper part from lungs to head, all clean, repair, it prevents and treat. So while drinking by nose, self-prevent and treat most of diseases. And when we inhale like this, we drink like this. Then it cleans all parts of head, ear. I don't, in ATH, I don't use specs. So yeah. It clears and it comes into the throat that will comes down to the stomach. Then stomach will clear. Our whole body will clean, repair, prevent, and treat by using by nostrils. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the people who've been doing this practice have noticed that their sinuses are dry, are more hydrated. Because most people are dehydrated in their 5 different cavities or portals of the sinuses. Plus, if it crosses into the blood-brain barrier, your pineal gland can be decalcified.
Yes. Sinus, migraine, epilepsy. Yes.
Raise your hand.
Sinus, migraine, epilepsy, mental disease, depression, and tension, heart-related, lungs-related. Yet, we must know, yet no allopathy medicines manufactured for lungs. It is only the remedy which can cure countless diseases. Even COVID, I cured about 1 lakh people while drinking this. Okay?
Yep. Delphirus, go ahead.
I was very enthusiastically starting with all your offices, and then I went downhill after I had an ear infection. I got really scared because it's precious, and I was lucky with applying apple cider vinegar for 2-3 days. It went away quickly, but I haven't done any of the other offices since. I totally sympathize with the nostrils. I've done that, but I can only do it in the bath, and at the moment my boiler's broken, so I'm waiting. One
How about over the sink?
I forgot the name. One, it wasn't you, Rakshak Mal. It was another Indian Shivambhu teacher who said it's important to wash out the ear afterwards with clear water and dry it. Otherwise, you might get an infection. And I heard that after I had my infection. So I got really nervous starting again with the ears. Is there anything, I mean...
You heard about that, Dr. Lodha?
Yes. I was ready to reply. First thing, there are no side effects of urine therapy. If we insert by nose, her specs will go away. But we have to follow few things. If we pour urine into eyes, then we must close for 1 hour eyes. So we can sleep 1 hour after closing. And 2-3 times in daytime, 1 time at night time. Then at morning time, we must wash like throwing water like this. And most people like this, I think, she is rubbing her eyes. So it is worse. If we rub eyes like this, then our eyes will damage and more. Understand? And if we remove wax, then we create a problem in ears. Otherwise, there are no chances. No animals have ear problem because we remove wax like that. So water cell insert and wax come upon water, then they will we like looking, we can say voice like a trend in the ears, because ear and water and wax, between 3 items, water is inside, even wet. So if we put anything like cotton and while raining, swimming and bathing, then we must put some cotton. So no chances of entering water. Then there will be no problem in ears. And eyes, I think she is rubbing all time. If we don't use rub, then there will be no chance. I'm taking guarantee. No one doctor takes guarantee. Her specs will go day by day. Her eyeglasses are more minus, I think. What she says.
Delphiris, are you getting all this?
Yeah, I got that. Well, I remember how the ear infection happened. I was, after I took it into my nose and then blowing it out again, with my right, while I was blowing out the Shivambhu on my right nostril, I felt something weird going on in my left ear. Obviously, there's a connection.
There is.
And straight after that, the day after, I had the ear infection. So that's why I got really, oh, word.
Yes, I can reply. You have just check your this left head is warmer than right, and then throat and foot, because mucus is accumulated at the left side, at this side left. So if you remove, just remove, then air and mucus will come out. Just rub like this, just now, and you will remove. You can remove specs. Then you just see that what you feel. Just
so Delphiris.
Yes,
he's back. What I was going to tell you, there's. Oh, he's working it with his wife.
Yes.
So what I was saying is there's multiple ways. Dr. Lodha talked about sniffing it up the nose. Some people will have learned how to drink.
And after and as and when, if we remove mucus and air, your head and ear will get better. Even eyes will better.
Yeah.
Lot of people.
Yeah, I highly recommend. Thank you, Doc Lodha. I highly recommend that because in the morning, after I do my morning rituals, I've got a jar. Excuse me, a cup where it's stored from overnight, and right there is a good time to do multiple protocols. Like I'll snort it up the nose with my hand, and then force all the excess urine and mucus out of the nose. And it's amazing how quickly things start clearing up in your head and your ears as well.
And Stella, did you maybe do it like close to nighttime? Because I did it close to nighttime. I think that's how I got it lodged in my ear and got the infection.
Yeah, I did it through close to night because I'm suffering this blocked up nose. So I thought if I do it, you know, at nighttime, at least I can sleep. But hearing you now, obviously, I need to do it in the morning. Maybe I start slowly. But thank you for your feedback.
Now, once again, let's remind each other it's an intuitive medicine. So if Rachel's intuition says for her to not take it at night, but your intuition says it's okay to take it at night, you got to trust the intuition and experiment with everyone else's intuition. Rachel, you might try it again another time at night and find out that was a one-time thing. I mean, it's hard to like pin it down and say this is set in stone. I guess this is how we become researchers. Oh, he's trying to talk. That's unmute.
She can take steam of eucalyptus oil or 1 kilo at night time. Then her mucus will be melted. By any case, we have to melt this mucus, like doing massage or like taking a steam. Then it will. People are using AC. Then how it will be happen? I think she must be using AC. So her mucus is accumulated at head, lungs to head. It must be removed. For removing, it must be melted. Then urine will help to remove all mucus. Then she will be fine. Her eyes will be fine.
Right.
What she says.
Now, you guys remember the story of Dr. Sebi? He was doing a lot of urine therapy, and then he ends up getting blind. And he kept doing eye washes. 3 days later, his eyes cleared up, and he had perfect vision. And what he discovered is that the mucus was coming out of the brain. The mucus was coming out of the upper regions of the brain, the sinus. And every now and then, I hear people say they wake up and they got all this mucus on their eyelashes. And all in here in the middle part.
Yes.
Be grateful. Your body's doing its job right.
I'm sorry for my English. You narrated in very good manner. I learned English. I'm from very late stage.
So hold on. We got a question from Rachel. Rachel wants to add something. Go ahead, Rachel.
I was going to say I can attest to that too. If I just like rub my eyes with it, you know, it doesn't really bring the mucus, but if I'm in the bath, I soak a washcloth with it and put the washcloth on my eyes and let it sit there. In the morning, I'm rubbing my eyes and I'm like, oh my God, like there's so many crusties. And I'm like, coming out. And I've definitely noticed my eyesight has increased. Definitely my eyesight is better. I can see better at nighttime, especially. And my eyelash, everyone always says like, wow, your eyelashes are so long. And I'm like, oh, if you only knew what I did.
Oh.
And who's the guy that, I remember reading this article, this guy that he puts the goggles on and fills it with pee.
Yes.
But it was like a defamation article. Like it was like the news saying like, this guy's a monster. He puts pee in his goggles and wears his goggles at the pool.
That was George Johnson. He taught me this protocol. And what he does, you fill it up with the Orin and you hold it up. All right. And what you do is leave it on for 10, 15 minutes, and it takes the eye cup, using the eye cup to a whole nother level.
Yeah. But the way I learned it was like a mainstream news article, like warning that this monster, you know, this like horrible man is running around with pee goggles. And I was reading it like, oh, that's a good idea.
May I talk between you, madam?
Rachel, go ahead. Doc.
Yeah. Then I saw her face. She has some spots in face. Is it correct or not? If she's ready, then I can suggest. In face, she has some black spots.
Who are we talking about, Rachel? Who are we talking about, Doctor?
Just few seconds before she was talking, she has just as she has some face in something, or either it may be looking in picture may be wrong. Yeah, in face, checks. She has some different 2 types of skins here. Yes.
Do you have any skin conditions, Rachel?
If she wants, I can suggest.
Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead, Doc.
Okay. Just cut potato slice, then rub like this.
What is it? A fruit?
Then apply urine. Then just see your face.
What are you cutting there? To rub on your face.
Rubbing potatoes. While cutting
potatoes.
Okay.
Got it.
Rub like this, and after a few seconds, apply urine and do it again. Just see this picture. Just see after 1 month, nobody will know how your face glow like anything.
Are you talking about this pimple here?
It is not for pimples. Not to rub pimples. For pimples, you have to keep a cloth like this. It will go within a day.
Potato skin and then orange?
As and when you have time. After every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, again and again you can do. At night time, apply castor oil. Just see that how you feel. Then you reply to Brother Sage. He will contact you. He's in contact you. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. If anybody, Rachel, anybody wants to communicate or connect with Dr. Lodha, let me know, and I'll hook you guys up outside of the Zoom call.
Thank you.
Is that okay, Doc?
Yes. I am ready for everyone. Each and everyone.
Let's go on to another topic real quick. We've got about 30 minutes left.
Okay.
How many of you are telling other people about your practice?
You are talking about myself.
No, I'm asking everybody here on the call.
You know myself, countless people.
Is anybody else on this call introducing their practice of the holy water, Shivambhu, to other people? I know Anna is. Zach is. Louisa?
In my view, those persons who suggest other people may do better for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because they become also teacher like you.
Well, they're looking at us and they're going, how come you still look good? How come you have this energy and this vitality? I mean, look at this guy. He's in his late 70s. He's doing pretty good.
I can run better than my grandchildren. I can. Although they are all are adult, all more adult, they are doing job. But while racing, I can beat till now.
There we go.
Both. Just you saw my spouse, wife. You saw my photo. Just she came. In camera, you might get a few minutes ago.
Yeah, we saw her. She barely got on the line.
Yes, she was taking to others. Okay.
Beautiful.
We both live long, like healthy and running and happy. It is all due to UT and family members. They support us. Mentally, physically, everything, they support us. Right.
All right, we got a question from somebody. Says, can Dr. Lodha speak to the displaced calcium topic? He's got a couple of friends dealing with that. He calls it displaced calcium. Do you know what he's talking about?
if nobody talk, then I can talk.
Yeah, please. He's asking
yes.
you.
We get everything, supplements from fruits and vegetables, and we must use all fruits, vegetables seasonally. We get everything in every season, but we must know the seasonal. Everywhere in the whole world, I think seasonal fruits are cheaper. So naturally, we know. If we don't know, it comes in this season or not. But we must know it is cheaper. It means it is season. Then we can use it, and we should not use any juices. Rather than juices, we eat like this carrot and everything.
That's
and banana is best. Yeah, banana is best. It is for all ages, whether they have teeth or not.
So we've got a question from Ane who would like to share with us. Go ahead, sis.
Hey, I was just gonna say I'd love to be connected to Mr. or Dr. Rakshak Mal. Am I saying that right?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah. I'm here. Okay, welcome.
And I'm just in between clients. I do caregiving, so I keep my little bottle with me for just space. And
but while insulting, keep head behind, so it may clean full head. And you can use your face. Just I said potatoes, slice of potatoes. Then use urine. Then just see. We use urine not with this bottle. We use with the palm and throw it and insert.
Awesome.
And we use in the airplane. We use in a train. We use in a mall. At any home, we can use. With no need for any container. And at last, this hand we use in like this. Just I applied. I apply face every time. Whenever you pass urine, I insert and use this.
Thank you so much. You're so inspirational. We'll chat soon.
If we use it, we shall never visit any doctor, any hospital for any reason. And our blood level will go up. You can check. If you use it, you can check your blood level will be, hemoglobin will be 14. Generally, ladies don't have, but you will have. And what about in your case, if you need any uterus problem, I can suggest. Most of the ladies don't have, know about none of the doctors will suggest. If you need, I can suggest.
Yeah, I've done an enema for the first time a week ago, and then I also do it, in the uterus area. So
yes.
Very good.
Ladies must use it clean on 5th day of menses. Okay, and slip and spread both legs and insert by their spouse or partner, or insert big syringe, bulb syringe or syringe, 100 ml, about 1 liter, or can say half gallon or 1/4 gallon at least, more and more. Uterus is big, so it cleans. So then later stage, there is no chance of uterus problem, no removal of uterus, as most of the ladies they have to remove uterus because they don't clean. They never clean. It is so at least you can guide others. They must clean on 5th day of menses. Generally, they don't ask. If those ladies have uterus problems, may have breast problem also. So if we need, we can suggest about the breast problem. Otherwise, okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
We must know the reason of the breast problem.
Okay.
Do you know breast problem? Do you know the reason?
Separation from spirit.
Okay. Those use inner garments at home, at least. They suffer. If they use, they may suffer. There are chances of cyst. And those who don't massage their breast, they may suffer, because after delivery of the child, when child is not drinking milk, where it goes? It goes it forms in the later stage cyst. So we must massage with the 1-2 drops of castor oil, and one breast clockwise, another anti-clockwise. Okay?
Okay.
Best
wishes. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling.
Excellent. Okay. Excellent. How many people are familiar with looping, and how many people are looping? Now, some people loop in combination with a fast, and some people loop because that's built into their daily routine. But in either case, as you continue to do that, you'll notice you get stronger and healthier, and your energy is consistent throughout the day.
Here, some people are asking about the meaning of looping. So you may narrate here.
Yeah, looping is simply drinking everything you collect throughout the day.
Yeah.
Every time you collect, you drink it.
Yeah. Yes.
Which works like a miracle. However, you don't have any aging. You don't have any backup supply for topical protocols. So you're just going to have to work that out.
Okay.
Now, there is an alternative to looping that Doc Mike Whittort came up with. He calls it sip looping. And it's basically every time you collect your water, take a sip and leave the rest to be collected. And he says that if you do that throughout the day, even sipping it is like time-release nutrition.
In addition to urine therapy, we must have change our lifestyle, such as at least after every hour, we can sleep straight at carpeted floor. So blood vessel be circulated, so we can be healthy. We should not use pillow below our head, so blood will be circulated. Okay. People used to use a couch, sofa, which is not good for health. Living style is one of the important things. So to become, I am working about 1 hour with this mobile. I am not sitting any place now.
So you guys get that? No pillow. This is his suggestion. I've heard Alexander Master Teachers say no pillows. I've heard other people say no pillows. I'm a guy who sleeps on a pad at night. I got a pad about that thick. Put out the bedding, lay down, sleep, wake up, put it all away. And now it's a broadcast studio. So you can live your life real simple and still have the best health you can. Yeah, Rachel, I sleep on the floor on a mat about that thick.
Yes. Somebody asked. And spread both hands. Like that. Spread both hands. Both hands. If we spread both hands, then we should not turn to right side. For health, it is better to sleep straight and left side. Better left side. So heart will work better.
Okay, what do you think about people using a body pillow between their knees? You think that's important?
No pillow. No anything below knees required. Even I suggest to press thighs. So knees must touch floor. Then there are no chances of knee problem in their life. Most of the problem have happened due to using chair or sofa. So their knees folded. So they are not straight. It must be straight. Actually, both knees are like so hard, like stone. So it never creates problem. Problem at thighs. Just they can see all people there are a bump or a cyst at the corner of the knees and thighs. Just and the thighs are very hard due to sitting, long sitting. Just if we keep straight and legs straight and press thighs, then there will be no chances of knees problems. No need of UT. Only pressing our thighs. We can press 2 methods, light pressing and light clean our clothes, squeezing clothes like this with both hands, thighs, and calf also. They, just I want to say one more thing, that blood is accumulated at muscles. So muscles are at calf, thighs, and at like here or at arms. So we can massage like this. Then there will be no using any blood thinner. Blood accumulates. Yes, this blood like this. Blood accumulates where? At muscles. So if we massage muscles, then there will be no problem. So along with UT, we have to live or change our lifestyle. If we change our lifestyle, then we live longer healthy. Okay.
Thank you for saying that. And this is one of the things I've been teaching students and clients over the many years, is that in order to change your life, you have to change everything in your life to design a wellness program that supports your health, your well-being, your spiritual development, and then you have a lifestyle for a lifetime. And it's only as good as the people who use it. So if you're working with Shivambhu, you have to build it into a practice, and practice means you do it every single day. This is not a hit or miss kind of thing. All right, anybody have any questions now? We can keep going for another 30 minutes. If you want to keep going, let me know. We've got the Zoom app says we can do at least an hour and a half. Any questions so far?
Brother Sage, I am thankful to you that you entertain me.
Well, I thank you for all the support.
Actually, in India, it's very difficult for Wi-Fi. I used to say you. Here, I have a chance to talk. Otherwise, it's very difficult.
Rachel, let's hear. Rachel, did you want to share something?
Pardon?
Rachel,
yeah, I have a question. So I've done like the eyes, drinking, the nose, swishing.
Yeah. Potatoes, then applying urine.
I gotta start with
and change lifestyle.
What was that last one?
You will not have any heart problem because you laugh.
You laugh a lot.
Oh, I don't have a heart problem because I love.
You laugh.
Oh, because I laugh.
About heart problem, I can say there are two types of heart problem. One is blockage, and another is valves. So when we laugh, our all four valves will open and close. And regarding blockage, we can do like this. There will be no blockage.
Okay, let's
center
do it.
Center of the chest.
Sternum.
There is bone. Hands still straight.
I'm not gonna stop my heart.
Do you hear my voice of touching?
That will
more
vibrate.
heart. Like,
it will vibrate that whole heart and chakra.
A blockage will go. No chances of blockage.
Can you see? Great. Can you see what a simple approach life can be if you just know these basic ideas?
Yeah, I've heard that before, like tapping the organs. That's great. And I think my question is enemas. I just haven't gotten into enemas yet, and I'm a little nervous.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about enemas. What are you nervous about?
I guess because I'm like traumatized that I gave myself an ear infection when I did my nose. So I think I'm like, whatever I'm doing is working now. I don't know if I should try new things, but I've heard good testimonies. And someone else was talking about it too. They said they just did it for the first time the other day. Who was that?
Our sister from Oregon.
Yeah, I tried it. I bought a small container. Brother Sage, do you have that blue one?
Yep.
that you can show.
Oh yeah, that it's like
it's
CVS.
about this size, so it's nice and small, and I actually got in the bath.
This is 2 ounces.
Yeah, a little bit bigger than the one he's showing now. Yeah, that one. But the nozzle isn't as thick. Anyway, so
it's a big nozzle.
yeah, I got in the bath and I just just relax, and I actually submerged the container in the bath water so it can heat up, and it was nice and warm, and yeah, did that for a few rounds, and it really wasn't scary at all. You can feel when you're supposed to go and visit the toilet, and just release. And yeah, I only did it about 2 times, 2 rounds, and I felt so good after, really.
Okay, good. It's a good testimony. I mean, I've done it before. I've gotten like colonics, and I've done like regular water enemas, but I've never done the Shivambhu. So I guess I'm just nervous. Like, I just don't want it to be I don't want to contaminate it. I want to make sure it's clean.
Yeah, just make sure everything's clean, and just take it slow. I was like just super gentle, super slow. Worked out well. Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you.
And Rachel, if you want one-on-one instructions, reach out to me privately.
Sure. Thanks, Brother Sage.
The people who have headaches will get rid of headaches like that. Migraine headaches, you can knock them out with a couple of rounds of enemas, because migraines are typically the result of toxins being reabsorbed into the bloodstream, and it goes up into the brain, or you're dehydrated. So you're muted, Dr. Lodha. Also notice that most of the diagnoses that doctors give us are misdiagnosed constipation, because when the intestines are inflamed or is pushing in different parts of the gut, if it pushes against the back, they might misdiagnose it as a back problem. If it's pushing down to the uterus, if it's pushing over to the liver, a lot of times it's just misdiagnosed constipation. So I would get on that enema a lot sooner than later.
And I heard, and this is not medical advice, but I heard recently that like long-term constipation, which could be caused by like painkillers, can cause Parkinson's disease.
It could cause Parkinson's disease. I also heard that autism is related to intestinal issues.
Mm-hmm.
Since that's our gut is the second brain. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's worms and sometimes it's parasites. By the way, we're working with autistic, I don't know what to call him. He's about 18 or 19. Autistic young man out in Southern California. And he's been getting urine massages and urine foot soaks and drinking his own urine thanks to his caregiver, Amity. And so when his health recovers and turns around, we're going to have Elliot be our poster child. I think he wants to talk.
Yes, you said about drinking, massaging, but in addition, they have to do living style. Parkinson's means body parts are not in the straight. So while doing massage, we keep our body all straight. Then no chance of Parkinson's.
Okay. You got that?
Okay.
Would you say, Dr. Lodha, that a lot of the so-called diagnoses are conditions that doctors label are erroneous? Dr. Lodha?
Yes, pardon? Yes.
Would you say that a lot of the diagnosis and labels or conditions that doctors call diseases are often mislabeled?
Yes. It is not their fault. They said they have spent too much of money and too much of time. So how they will earn from that? And they have been not taught about the reason of the diseases. They will suggest only whatever they read and nothing else. They don't add their own mind. So they are helpless, and we are behind that because due to insurance company, or it is tied between the insurance company, pharmacy company, and doctors. They are looting us by all means. But we must know what to do. It is our duty that we should not in the grip of doctors, or we should not be a slave of doctors. Then we can be healthy.
Right, and
okay.
we can guide a lot more people back to their own healing abilities, which is what we've been doing in the Shivambhu movement, guys. If you're paying attention,
yes.
there is a large population of water brothers and sisters on this planet. We've calculated up to almost 1 billion people right now. That means in 50 countries, known countries, there's a whole lot of people that are practicing this, regardless of them coming forward on social media or announcing it to the world. And so we have a lot of strength and a lot of support worldwide, and you couldn't have joined this path at a better time in our history. So give yourself a big hug for getting here, and give yourself a big hug for staying here.
Yes. I'm always behind you.
And I'm behind you, and I don't have to look over your shoulder.
I'm ready to serve till I survive.
We both are. There's a world out there that's looking for answers, and all of us are teachers, whether we're ready or not. You guys are all teachers.
Yeah.
Dr. Lodha, are you still in California?
Yes. I'm 1 month more.
1 month more. Guys, get to California if you want to hang out with this guy.
Yes. we can contact with the email or messenger. We can talk in messenger. We can contact in the messenger.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys get that? If you want to connect with Dr. Lodha, we can set it up. If you want to
any day, anytime.
If you want to connect with me, we got about 15 minutes. If you want to connect with me, you can either go to, I'm going to give you the 2 websites where I'm available. One is brothersage.com, and the other one is shivambhu.org. Now, if anybody has any ideas that they want to collaborate with me and doing projects for this water movement and water family, reach out to me. I've got a bunch of projects going on. One of the things we're working on is the Shivambhu tour and documentary, going to be called Following the Shivambhu Trail, in which we set up retreats around the world, help people create organizations and structure off the internet, and ways that you can support the community to learn about what you've discovered to be an answer to health and longevity. Bye, N.A. Send her your love. She's our sister in Oregon.
Yes. Okay.
So guys, bye.
Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. You're welcome. Anybody wants to stay a little longer? I'm going to hang in there just a little bit, and then we're going to close the call today.
Okay. Brother Steve.
Rachel.
So I know you have some West Coast gatherings and retreats. Is there anything happening on the East Coast?
Are you going to be the organizer?
I guess I'm myself right now, right?
If you want to organize, have you ever organized a retreat before?
No, but I have a friend in Miami, and he practices Shivambhu, and he does like full time. He does events and festivals, so I'm going to reach out to him and see if he'd be interested in collaborating with me.
Good. So let's talk off the Zoom call, and I can tell you how we pulled it off in California. We've got all the promotional, digital, beautiful promotional flyers and announcements, and all we have to do is change venues, location. When we set this up, so this would be a duplicatable model, and then we can just reproduce it anywhere.
Okay.
We just need people.
Sounds cool. Yeah, I think it's cool to bring it to the East Coast, right?
East Coast is ready. There's a pocket of people in New York and New Jersey and in Maryland and Massachusetts and North Carolina.
And now South Carolina.
And now
I'm in South Carolina. But I'm a Jersey girl, so I'll travel.
Beautiful. And bring that lovely hat.
Thanks.
Erica, blessings to have you in our family. Let's stay in touch and definitely communicate, guys. Communicate with each other either on social media platforms or on the Shivambhu Hut, because there's a wealth of research and a wealth of ideas, and there's new content. People are sharing testimonials that we need to hear and we need to share. So stay on top of things if you can.
Thank you. And thank you for all the volunteer work you put into this, all the unpaid labor that you've put into building all this. Thank you, everybody, and Brother Sage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for providing this platform for free. I really appreciate that.
Likewise. So this will be uploaded on some different platforms.
Okay. Thanks everyone. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Dr.
We'll give him one of these kind of hugs, one of these hearts. We have this. I learned this from Mika. She's from Poland, but she happens to be in California, and she signs all her videos like this. Does a little heart thing.
Oh. Sweet.
So guys, thanks for coming on today. We're finishing up with conference call number 30, and if you'd like to stay in touch with me and either for a consultation, just an education, or whatever it is, I've been doing this work since 1994, and it is my passion, my fire and career. I've written 4 books on the subject. This is the one that everybody's using in the courses. This is the manual for urine therapy teachers and therapists. And it answers a whole lot of questions, has all 24 protocols. And it's a must read whether you want to become a teacher, a therapist, or you just want to be well knowledgeable in this. These are either available from Amazon, or if you're in the United States, you can buy a signed copy from me.
Cool.
All right, any last remarks to the world of water before we go, guys? Well, good. Cyber hug, then we're out of here.
Happy birthday, Delphine.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Yes, thank you so much for everything, really. It's so helpful.
Beautiful. Happy
yes, and yes, it's great to have a platform that we can have like-minded people. It's it's actually very rare to meet nowadays like-minded people who are seeking for the truth and for. But well, thank you for that.
You came at no better time in your life than now to join a group of people that already love you because you drink your water. And what I love about meeting people, not just online, but I've met quite a few people from social media in person, there's an immediate understanding, appreciation, and love for each other. We don't care about your story and your past. I love your soul and who you are and that you showed up. So thank you, guys.
Oh, and if I could suggest, if anyone's on the Facebook, maybe put a comment under this post for the conference call just so we can find each other. Or Brother Sage, if you want to link us on the Facebook so we could just connect after.
Well, we can do that, or if you go to Telegram, I'm the admin for this group. It's a Telegram group called Urine Therapy Does a Body Good. There's approximately 325 members right now. Once I put it up there, we had 150 members in about a week. So that's on Telegram.
Okay, I'm looking for it. Hold on.
If you can't find it, then reach out to me and I'll send you an invite.
Okay. Does body good?
It does, really.
No, I don't.
It really does.
Okay, I'll message you on Facebook Messenger. I can't find it on Telegram.
No problem. If anybody else wants the link, shoot me out reach out to me either by what are these choices now? Telegram, Facebook, WhatsApp, my cell phone number, whatever the heck it takes.
Yes, it doesn't come up for me either. So for some reason, Telegram doesn't give you.
All right, Erica, if you can reach me off of Zoom, let me give you my email address for anybody who needs it. GITSOMS@gmail.com.
Is it urine therapy or Shivambhu? I see it.
Are you talking about the Telegram group, Rachel?
Yeah, I think I see it. Here, I'm copying it. I'm going to put it in the chat.
It's got a yellow photo on it. Did you stick it in there yet? There it is.
I just put it in the chat.
Urine therapy or Shivambhu. Oh, fuck. I'm back. Sorry about that word.
I just put a comment on the last post. So if anyone wants to find me on Telegram, I just commented on that last post in that Telegram.
Okay, that link you sent to, where does it go to?
It says urine therapy for Shivambhu.
Okay, well, that's a different one than mine, but that's still one of them.
Oh, they had the conference call on it.
Oh, yeah, that's probably because I posted the link.